You know what it is. This is right here, by the way. This is how he maintains any level of authority with his like 50 IQ chat. Is that no offense if you were one of them, but doing stuff like this without actually responding to anything that I'm saying should tell you basically all you need to know. It should tell you everything that you need to know. Because reminder, this is somebody who will use like the term fascist as a way to poison the well on other people. This is somebody who will throw it around and pretend to be this intellectual political guy while actually being like incredibly manipulative to the people around him, who's trying to maintain this image of being like an authoritative figure, and trying to get people to trust him. But he's lying. He's a liar. And that should be apparent. Like the people that like fall for this, sorry to say, but you're tricked or you're it's naive. Like this is somebody who's for his own ego, for nothing else but his own ego, is trying to maintain this image of being a intellectual, smart, interesting person. And he can't do it. Listen, I have these conversations because I love free speech.
Oh, Wick, you know you're going to talk about this.
And yet, I can't do a little bit of lying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can advertise a neo-Nazi's book to your audience, and then I lie a little bit on the internet, and I'm the bad guy.
You should be prepared. You know it's going to totally be something that comes up on your stream, so you should be prepared.
No, it says it. Okay. Because I got a warning last stream. I got a warning from Twitch saying, we found out that you're doing politics. And I got a warning. It's like, please click on the anti-Semitic category. Warning for using politics tag. Yeah, dude. Actually. Sir, where's your trigger warning for politics? Yeah, dude. Can you imagine how many people, literally like everyone's going to be covering politics on election day. Literally everybody is going to be covering politics on election day.
Because there's a new Twitch setting you have to set for like to mark your content or whatever. So I spent like
not me, I'm playing Sonic. I saw you playing Sonic. Wait, are you wait, no. Wait, hold on. Is President Sunday live playing Sonic and just listening to me?
Him like 10 to 20 minutes just trying to figure out where that setting was. Admiral Gibbs helped me, right? So props to him. But it took me quite a bit to actually find out what the fuck that, like, where that clip was and what it was saying, right? Or where that setting was. But let's look at the clip. Oh, excuse me. Let's look at the clip. Let's see and hear what he actually says. And then, you know, I'll continue with my argument. But it's important to have context here. So it's about a minute long of a clip. And you can listen to what they have to say. Again, this isn't me saying that Trump is correct here in his argument. I think his argument is dumb. I think his argument is incorrect. But that is a far different cry for saying that his argument is calling for Cheney to be... he's calling for a firing squad. He's calling for Cheney to die.
He's like... He's literally saying, I want to personally put Cheney in front of 9 people with guns and... Can I say this? Yes, he is.
That's just not
Just tell people he is. If you're unsure, if you're like, this is confusing, just say it.
Bro. And you have to reach so far to make that true.
You know, okay. Here's my argument for lying, okay? The biggest argument, it's funny. JD Vance fucks a couch. Tell me that wasn't effective. Tell me it wasn't effective. Tell me. Tell me that the deliberate lie, because someone posted on Twitter with a fake passage about J.D. Vance taking a rubber glove, putting it into a couch, lubing it up, and fucking it, and then said, "This is in his book on this page," and gave like a citation. It was completely fake. It wasn't real. I know I told you guys that it was real. I know I told you guys that I looked into it, and it's actually in the original first copy, and he took it out of the second one, which is why I know that I told you all of this. I lied. Okay, I think it's fine that I tell you that now. But that was a deliberate lie. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. And it was effective. There's a difference between a good and an ineffective lie and a very funny, effective lie. Even if it's not funny, it can be very effective. That's what I'm saying. That lie was so good that it became campaign messaging for Tim Walz. That's hilarious. That is so fucking funny. That is so funny. It's like bullying. It's like professional political bullying. It's so good. It's so good.
The mental gymnastics you have to do to make that true is deserving of a gold medal. But let's go through, let's watch it, and you can decide for yourself.
Is it weird?
Into the mouth of the enemy.
Let's send
First edition of Vance's bio, and she said that she verified with you to make sure that's true. Good. I don't know why you're apologizing. That's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to take that, run with it, and tell people that. That's why I said it. I deliberately lied so that you would tell people that. That was the point. I actually had, wait, I'm sorry. There was somebody who came into my chat. I forgot who was it. Do you guys remember this? Somebody came into my chat and said they literally bought the first edition of his book so that they could have a copy of it. And that they paid like a higher price or whatever to get the first edition of the book so that they could have a copy of it. Atlas, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Who was that? Who was it that bought Eddie? You bought it? Oh, it's so funny. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Not calling for execution. This is him clearly making an argument that we make all the time. Front line. Why don't you strap up and go over there? That's what this argument is.
To do stuff like that. I'm telling them that. That's what I mean. If I said it, that's what I would mean. I don't know why you wouldn't mean that.
We understand this, correct? But because Trump did it, suddenly people bend over backwards and do the most wild gym.
Like, obviously, I'm not telling them. Like, obviously, I don't want them to actually. Like, if I were to say that, I wouldn't be saying that because I'm saying I want you to go kill Ukrainians. No, of course not. I would be saying that I want Ukrainians to, you know.
Gymnastics in order to point this as something it's not. There are tons of things that Trump says that are crazy. Did you guys see the clip of him calling for people who burn the American flag to be put in jail for a year? That's insane. I don't have to do mental gymnastics for that. I don't have to clip things out of context. I've made my argument several times. You use a hypothetical to illustrate hypocrisy or illustrate how someone is not being honest. Do you guys here? Do you guys think when System of a Down wrote BYOB, why don't the presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why BYOB, why don't the presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why BYOB, why don't the presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why don't presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why don't presidents fight in the war? Why don't the presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why don't presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? send the poor? Why don't presidents fight in the war? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor?
How sick.
Was that them calling for the presidents to be executed?